Yes, what's going on, world? It's your man Rouse here, back again with another daily dose of health, wealth, and vibe. I want to just hop on here and have a good heart to heart with y'all for a quick second. Today I want to talk about knowledge itself. You know, it's many forms to attain, many avenues to attain knowledge itself. You got astrology, you got religion. You got the nations of the heavens and the earth, all these different things that teach you how to attain knowledge itself. You got your masons and all that, but let's just exist and act like none of that shit ever existed, and let's just try to dive into the concept of knowledge itself and just being a human being and the human experience, I think a lot of us, because of our experiences, because we have to be immersed in these manipulative energies, these negative energies. We've had to deal with these manipulative or negative people. Our knowledge itself can be rooted, or once we get to the phase where we're trying to revamp ourselves or have an understanding of what's going on to us or around us, we tend to put that knowledge itself in the hands of our opposition. We tend to think that we only equate to our experiences, we only equate to our opposition, thus we give our opposition the power over ourselves, and some of us can wake up every day and be proud that we faced a certain kind of opposition, that we conquered it, or that we're simply aware of it. And then for those types of people, sometimes you or we can think that we're strong because we know, or we're strong because we're aware. But it's not. It doesn't stop there. It's all about what you do with that awareness that creates more knowledge of self or reestablishes your knowledge of self. It's not simply enough to say, I know what this person is doing to me, or I know what these group of people did to me. I know what this situation caused for me negatively. It's what do I do now? Where do I go? How do I evolve from that standpoint? And I see a lot of people just bear the burden of their experiences and bear the burden of their opposition's negative energy, right? And they think that they're being strong because they're constantly calling it out, or they're constantly making people aware that they know or are aware. But if all you do is stay immersed in that awareness energy, and you don't apply action to replace that negative element, then essentially you're still allowing your opposition to win. You're still allowing your opposition to constantly have a negative influence over the way you feel and think, mainly about yourself. I don't want to talk your heads off today, but just understand that knowledge itself is an ongoing thing. It's a daily effort, and it doesn't just stop at the awareness level. Like they say in AA or all these other different forms of whatever, Buddhism, everything. Everyone says the first step is awareness. Being cognizant, understanding what's going on, what position you're in, right? And owning it, accepting it. The true step to recovery is admission, right? So you're taking the right first step. That's not the issue. But if you ever want to create prosperity in your life and have love and peace of mind, not only in your life, but the people who love you and the people who you call family or friends, or that construct your life, if you want happiness for them as well, in terms of what you can project into them, then you need to own the next step in the process. And that's applying efforts to your self-awareness, right? So you say, how do I do that? Well, once you become aware of a good or a negative thing, it's like, what can I do to maximize this good in my life? And what can I do to minimize this negativity in my life? right? And you apply action to that knowledge. But once you're saying, what can I do to eliminate this negativity in my life? You can't allow that process in itself to take you even to a darker route or a more negative route. You gotta find a way to extract the bullshit and amplify who you truly are in your heart. Now, some of us may be truly negative people in our heart and just naturally pessimistic. And that may be another layer that you may have to tap into, unless it benefits you, because you got your right to be however you want to be. But sometimes people come to me and have conversations with me. Sometimes I see people online or on a movie or TV or something, or just in life in general. People, they it seems like they want more, and they're trying to figure out how to get more, but they're remaining stubborn in their awareness of their opposition, right? They've been defeated to a sense, and that's understandable. I've been defeated before, or I felt defeated at least. You won't even know what it's like to win unless you take losses. None of us have ever just got out of bed every single day and just won without applying some kind of effort or working on some element of ourselves to help us. Life is a process. Winning is a process. It's an end result, but it takes a winning effort to get to that end result. So when you're constructing your knowledge yourself, obviously the first step is awareness of yourself and awareness of what you got to go against. But after that, really jot down, mentally construct, figure out how to be proactive from there. God blesses those that are God-like, or whatever energy you believe in. The way of the world, the chi, the ether in the world, it resonates with power and strength and conviction. Not misery, not submission. The only thing you should submit to is your acceptance of yourself and whatever higher power you believe orchestrates your life. But even within that submission, you still have to apply effort. What's faith without works, and what's works without faith? So like I said, I don't want to talk too much, man. I just, that one kind of hit close to home. So I just wanted to hop on here and talk about that, Knowledge itself is key. It's the only thing that's going to get any of us to any type of peace of mind, state of tranquility or prosperity in our lives, And you can take even the most superficial forms of prosperity. Even those people at some point decided that that's who they were, and they apply action to that belief that they were an actor or a singer or whatever. But majority of us ain't gonna be none of that. So we need to, and the majority of us don't really want to be none of that in our hearts. So when you apply knowledge itself to your life, right, when you take steps to your awareness, because it goes acceptance, knowledge, belief, and then you can relax. So accept the fact that you're aware. Accept the fact that you know what's happening to you. Accept the fact that you did whatever you did to cause your life to go the way that it went, right? But then the knowledge, right? That's what we're talking about, knowledge itself. What do I do from there? What actions do I take to amplify the positive in my life and minimize the negative? And then believe in those things that you know, so you can act, because the soul is only going to act on shit that it believes in. I don't care what you talk. I don't care what you say to people. I don't care what image you try to portray. Whatever you believe about yourself and the world in your heart and in your mind, your soul is going to act on that unconsciously. So begin to rebuild your belief system so you can have proper actions. And then from there becomes relaxation. You can relax in your existence. You can feel free and abundant in whatever space that you live in, wherever you are in the world. However many friends you have or don't have, however much money you got or don't got, it won't matter. you'll get exactly what you deserve. Because trust me, whatever we getting right now, we deserve. You know. So again, this is Amir Rouse back with another daily dose of vibe. Knowledge of self, y'all. You know, focus on that, learn that, amplify that. Be honest with yourself. Take ownership. You know, don't put your knowledge of self in nobody else's hands. Not your enemies. I don't care what they do to you. You know, they ain't you. Their lack of knowledge of self requires them to deter you from your path. You know, y'all stay blessed out there.